Hi there, I'm Scott. This is my channel CineRam, and I've got a little anniversary coming up. It was December 2nd, 2008 that I uploaded my first video that I made with my own camera and started uploading regularly. I'd been a member of YouTube, watching videos regularly with my own account for the years prior to that, couple years prior to that. And I'd posted a couple of older videos, but then I actually started posting regularly, and that was December 2nd. So December 2nd of this year, 2018, is of course the 10-year anniversary of that, and I thought I'd celebrate by making a couple of videos telling you all about all the things that you'll find on my channel. Not only my stuff, but also a lot of things that other people have done. In fact, that's the majority of what you'll find on the playlist that I've created and curated, videos that other people have done that I really enjoy. So I've got links in the description to those various things. This video is dealing, of course, with a lot of stuff that I had nothing to do with. First and foremost, the playlist called Top Whiteys. Now, if you visit the playlist page on my channel, you'll see that the playlists themselves are not in any particular order except whatever's been updated most recently. So it might be a little difficult to find something particular, which is why I'm creating this video, and in the video description below you'll find links to all the playlists in a nice, neat, organized way, so you can just jump right there. Top Whiteys is basically the YouTube videos that I have rewatched and enjoyed most frequently. I created a playlist and put them all basically in one place, so I could just, rewatch any of them anytime I felt like it. Very, very convenient. There's a lot of great stuff on there. A lot of it is music related. Almost all of it is pop culture related. There's parody trailers. There's sketch comedy. There's a couple essay videos, and just a lot of really, really great, interesting stuff. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. The playlist immediately after that is what I call Videos for Mom, which is essentially the same thing as Top Whiteys, except a lot less rude humor and violence, family-friendly language, basically videos that I thought my mom would enjoy. So it's a lot of the same stuff on Top Whiteys, just less of it, and selected in particular for people who, like less blatantly offensive stuff. Rude humor is always fun, but some people aren't into it, so there you are. A lot of good stuff on there as well. Very enjoyable. One thing that I've been collecting ever since I was a teenager was music videos. I'd collect them on VHS tapes. I'd record a couple hours of MTV or VH1 and then edit together VHS tapes with all my favorite stuff on it. And so when I started making playlists, I wanted to sort of continue that, seeing as how I didn't have a working VCR anymore. I'd find videos that I liked or new videos, and I'd put them on playlists, and Music Vids was the first of these. Music Vids was basically a continuation of me collecting videos after I stopped doing that with a VHS because I didn't have a VCR anymore. So basically there's a lot of old favorites on here, plus stuff that was released after the last tape that I'd finished. So that's what we'd find on here. But I didn't stop there, of course. There are many other music video playlists on my channel. The one that I made after Music Vids was More Music Vids. And then there was Even More Music Vids. And yet even more music vids. And then we get to Still More Music Vids. That was the one I most recently completed. And now I'm onto a playlist called Infinite Music Vids. You can guess why I called it that, given what's come out this year as far as the movies go. And this is in progress, so I'm still working on it. It's coming along slowly. I add every couple of weeks or so. So that one's not complete, but the others are complete. And most of the playlists are 80 videos or less. That's a lot of videos. That's a lot of videos that I've collected. As I said, I used to collect videos on VHS. And I was smart enough at the time to keep track of all the videos, like on a Word document on my computer. So when it came time to abandon all the VHS tapes, I still had these lists. And so a couple of years ago, I decided to put together one massive playlist with all the videos that I had collected on VHS. I just found each one on YouTube, as many as I could find, the best quality that I could find, and put them on a playlist called Vid Master. There was almost 400 videos on this playlist. The first one that's on there was something that I recorded off of MTV in early 1991, going all the way to like maybe 2016 or I don't know exactly. No, not that recently. More like 2006 or something like that. Some 2008, 2009, something like that. A lot of videos, you know, that in the end, it wasn't just me taping stuff off of MTV. It was like I was on-demanding individual videos and then recording them on VHS, because that's what I do. I just save all that stuff that I like. Anyway, Music Vid Master is unusually long as far as the playlist goes, but there's a lot on there, and most of it is in chronological order. One thing that I discovered, actually, when I wanted to use the shuffle play on music, on any video playlist that I'd made, was that originally the playlist couldn't be more than 80 videos long. There's more than 80 videos, the shuffle function wouldn't work properly. It would just select 20 videos, a chunk of 20 videos, and shuffle them. But later on that expanded to about 200. So 400 still is too big for the playlists. But if you've got a playlist of 200 or less, I guess we'll shuffle all of them. Not consistently. It tends to repeat, unfortunately, with the recent YouTube makeover. But you can still enjoy a lot of them in random order, or just watch them in sequence, like I like to. There's also a playlist called David Fincher Music Vids. David Fincher is one of my favorite movie directors, and he started off by directing commercials and music videos, and this is a collection of some of my favorite videos from him, and even some that I don't like as much, but wanted to have on there just for the sake of consistency. They're not in any particular order, except most of the ones I like best are at the front, so those are the ones you'll see first. There's also a particular band called REM that I'm sure you've heard of, very popular in the 80s and 90s. REM was an alternative rock band, and they created lots and lots of music videos, and they had a documentary on a cable channel recently, about 2.5 hours long, which is nothing but interviews of them over the years. And one of the things that I learned in this video is that Michael Stipe, the lead singer, his mother was asked once what she thought the letters REM stood for, because it's never really been made clear. And she had her own answer to that. Her own idea was that REM stands for Remember Every Moment. Obviously sort of a sentimental idea. Anyway, Michael Stipe liked that a lot, and I liked it too, so I decided to name a playlist Remember Every Moment, and I went through REM's music video filmography and found as many of them as I could and put them all on one big playlist. So there you go, there's about 70 REM videos on that. Then we're getting into some other videos that are all music related, but not necessarily music videos. Some of them are, but they're not really by top 40, Billboard charting artists. Some of them are montages with music. Some of them are live performances. Some of them are just, a person sitting in their bedroom playing the ukulele and singing. And some of them don't really have any sort of musical drive, but there's good music in them. And so I created a whole bunch of playlists, and I'm still doing that. I call them Music Vids 2 through 10. Originally, I separated them into just Music Vids and Music Vids 2, but all the playlists got really long, so I divided them up into separate playlists. So we have those other ones that are professional music videos, those playlists that I mentioned earlier, mostly from top 40 artists that have got record deals and have professionally made videos, but most of these are not strictly speaking music videos, or music videos by people more obscure, I guess you could say. So yeah, starting with Music Vids 2 and going all the way through 10, and actually I'm on to 11 right now, but I only just started that, so it's not very long. Some of the playlists have descriptions on artists you'll find on them. If there's a large amount of one particular artist on a playlist or two, then you'll find that on there. Anyway, all those links are in the description below. Now, the other thing that I've liked to collect over the years is movie trailers. Given that I'm a big movie fan, I'm also a big fan of trailers. I feel like they're an art unto themselves. And so one playlist that you'll find on my channel is new trailers. The oldest of which is probably from 2014. That would be Noah. That is the first trailer on the playlist. And whenever I see a new trailer gets posted to YouTube that I think is really good, I'll add it to this. And so there's quite a lot on there. I think there's about 100 videos on there, 100 trailers. It varies some. I'll go through the playlist occasionally and delete the ones that I don't watch anymore and keep the ones that I like. And if I really like a trailer a lot and find myself really watching it a lot and admiring it a lot, I'll add it to Great Trailers. Great Trailers is another one of the first playlists that I made. And it has all my favorite trailers on there, and a lot of really obscure stuff, mostly just like really, really, really snappy, well-made awesome trailers. And so that is that playlist right there. There's about, I'm going to say 60 on there maybe. You know, not quite, or maybe it's closer to 80, I forget exactly. But there's a lot of good ones on there. Lots and lots of really good trailers, some of the best. I'm also a big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Iron Man, Captain America, Avenger, Thor, Ant-Man, Guardians movies and such, so I created a playlist just for those movies right there. They're not strictly speaking in order, they're actually sort of in the order that I would watch the movies in if I marathon them all. I have my own sort of special sequence to watch them in if I were to do that. There's also a lot of other Marvel Cinematic Universe related videos after the trailers, but for the most part I picked my favorite trailer from each of the films, minus Incredible Hulk, because I don't really like that movie at all, and put them all in one playlist right there. So, Marvel trailers. That's a fun one, of course. Then I've got one more playlist of movie trailers. I call this one Vintage Trailers. Oops, maybe not the last one. There's a couple more. Vintage trailers is basically like older trailers. Not really old trailers, maybe a couple, but most of it's like from the 80s. And some others, you know, less recent stuff, like 90s and stuff like that. I'm a big fan of 90s trailers. There's a lot that I kind of fell in love with. So the ones that I liked but didn't like enough to put on great trailers, they're on that playlist right there. Some interesting ones. Then I've got funny trailers. Funny trailers aren't real movie trailers. They're parodies of trailers. They will be re-edits of trailers, or they'll be, you know, the kind where they take a movie and they'll re-edit a new trailer to make it look completely different from how it actually is. And, you know, parodies and what have you. I believe also there's a lot of honest trailers on there from that one channel that does the honest trailers. Those are a lot of fun, and so my favorites are on there as well. And then finally I've got fan-made trailers. Not necessarily parody trailers. It's just like somebody in his spare time decides to take a movie and cut together a brand new trailer, you know, sort of in a modern style, especially if it's like an older film. Like Tron, for example. The original Tron got a new trailer by this guy, and it's really excellent, and there's a few other really excellent ones on there. The Eyes Wide Shut trailer is one that I really like on this. There's not a lot on here, just a few, because most times when you've got someone making their own trailer for a film, somebody else's film, it's like a, you know, comedic version of it, but these are not. So that's really interesting. There's just a few on there, but they're really good, and so I hope you check them out. I've got, of course, other videos to check out as far as some of the other stuff you'll find on my channel as far as the playlists go, including my own stuff. All this is not stuff that I had anything to do with. But there's got a couple playlists of my own things on the channel since I've been making videos for about 10 years now. I've got quite a few of them, got a few hundred videos, and I've got sort of some playlists, some of them sorted into playlists. So check those videos out if you'd like, and the descriptions, the links are in the video description below. Thanks for watching.